Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how the Mac works. If you're a Windows user, this might be useful for you. So let's get started. I have been a Windows user for 17 years and 9 years ago I transitioned to the Mac. It's been an experience, albeit a slight learning curve, but I've found the Mac to be a much easier experience in comparison to Windows. I am running the latest version of macOS Big Sur, version 11.3, and as you can see, I have the latest Apple M1 chip. The display I'm using is an LG 4K display. I have 251 gigs of space, and there is also some resources if you need any help. So the first thing I would do with a brand new Mac is to go to these two. Now normally the tracking speed is very slow, so I would move it to here so it's very fast. I also would activate secondary click. On iOS devices, normally the scroll direction is on the natural setting, but for the Mac I have it disabled. Now the first thing you would do would be to go to the Apple icon in the far left hand corner, select System Preferences, and here we get a menu of how things work. We'll start with General, and with General you can change the appearance of the window amongst other things. Desktop is basically what it says on the tin. The dock, you can change the size of the dock. Also minimize windows into the application, hide and show the dock, etc. If we go to the top right hand corner, we have the date. If we click on that date, it shows the widgets which you can alter here. And also a control panel which deals with the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirDrop, etc. If you have an iPad, you'll realise what this is. This is the dock. When you start a new Mac, you have the default apps, but these can be changed either through clicking and dragging it away, or by accessing applications and simply dragging one app to the dock, like so. If you have a disability, then you can enable things like voice commands. Also, you can increase the mouse size and also add other features that will make reading a lot easier for you. I think the big one is VoiceOver, because you can use Siri to invoke commands without needing a mouse or keyboard. If we go up here to Apple ID, you'll notice this panel. Now basically iCloud is a service that allows you to store files wirelessly, and as you can see here, there are a lot of things that you can store on your iCloud account, such as your photos, mail, contacts, calendars, reminders, notes, Safari bookmarks, your passwords, and more. Now if you want a solution to back up your Mac frequently, this feature will help. It's called Time Machine. It basically links a hard drive to your computer. This can be a hard drive, SSD, or time capsule. It basically stores your files, apps, settings and more. Every hour or so it will back them up, so any files that you may have deleted by accident can be recovered. In security and privacy, you can allow your Apple Watch to unlock apps on your Mac. File Vault, I basically do not have File Vault turned on because it basically slows your Mac down dramatically. In some cases, if you are a high profile person and you want everything encrypted, this would be something you would turn on. The firewall feature basically protects your Mac from unwanted attacks and viruses. Privacy allows you to control certain apps and how they divulge information. The display section of system preferences basically allows you to change the resolution or screen size. It also allows you to choose the correct color profile for your screen. Night shift basically changes the color of your screen later on in the day, saving your eyes. Sidecar basically allows you to extend your display on your iPad. This is something I've used from time to time. And if you are a creative person, then using your iPad and Mac can be a time saver. Mac App Store is very useful for those who have apps that they need to use, and rather than going on the internet and downloading these, you can just go to the App Store, search for your favorite app and download it to your Mac. I hope that's helped people who have transitioned from Windows to Mac. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.